What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great freaking day today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for me, guys. Let's keep these little things going. Let's get them going. All right, guys, today is nothing but update day. We're going to talk about Chad Doerman, bitch. Chad bitch. That's his name. It's on his birth certificate. Chad bitch. I've seen it. My own two eyes. But real quick about him. Nothing big's changed. They did do a gag order. The judge put a gag order on pretty much the attorneys that they can't speak to press about the case. They can't discuss in interviews or anything else their theories of the case, of what they think it is and all that other stuff. They have to leave that completely out. They're not allowed to talk about facts of the case that is not already public record. So anything that has been, they've interviewed Chad or the mother or anyone else, if it's not public record, we won't know about it until it's talked about in court. And then another one is, this one got me, is they cannot make any statements regarding the credibility of the defendant, the investigators, or the witnesses. I can tell you, I raise my hand, his credibility, he's a bitch. That's his credibility. He has no credibility. He has nothing. You know what he has? 3 meals every day. And I hope they're the worst things that he's ever imagined in life. But that's what I want. You know, I want a lot of other things, but it will be nice. Larry Nassar, you know, the gymnastics doctor, the Olympic gymnastic doctor that was found guilty and sentenced to like 176 years or something between state and federal. He was stabbed, you know, and that's the thing is, everyone says Chad would be in protective custody, so he'll be safe. No, I told you. If there's a second, if there is a little second that somebody can get their hands on somebody in protective custody, it happens, and it will happen. And there's as many theories as you guys want to put into about protective custody and how safe it really is, when at the end of the day, it's still a prison. You know, things happen. People turn their head that way when something happens that way. I'm just saying. But he was stabbed 10 times in the chest and in the back. The EMTs I seen did have to do some life-saving efforts. I know they have to, because it's their job. And, you know, it's their oath, and that's what they do. They save people. So, you know, that's why that happened. But I know if I'm an EMT, it's like I said in a few videos back, if I was a cop or whatever, I couldn't go to a scene to where, okay, the Chad Doerman case, perfect example. I could not be that cop that's first on the scene and seeing that he killed these 3 kids. Because when the other investigators and other police get there, they're going to find 3 dead kids and 1 male adult. Because that's just what I would do. I wouldn't be a good cop. I wouldn't be a faithful, law-abiding cop. I just couldn't. But EMT saved Larry Nassar's life. You know, all that's doing is going to let him heal in jail or in prison, or in the hospital. Then he's going to go back to prison. They're going to keep a close eye on him for a while, and then someone, like I said, is going to look that way when something happens that way, and things happen. Kristel Candelario, she was the mom in Cleveland that decided she wanted to go to Puerto Rico and to Detroit and leave her 16-month-old baby girl home alone in her playpen. So obviously the baby died, and she is being charged with aggravated murder, felonious assault, and endangering a child. She is under $1 million cash bond, and she faces life in prison. And she's going to be fine. You can't get out of that. I don't care what you say or how good your attorney is. It's not happening, you know. But I want to talk about two real quick that you probably don't know about, and some may know about. The first one is Zac Stacy. Zac Stacy is a former NFL running back. He played for the St. Louis Rams, and a few years ago, see, it was oh god, what was that? I can't remember. It was in November, March, or it was in 2021. I can't remember if it was November or March, but you can Google Zac Stacy, Z-A-C, Zac, Z-A-C, Stacy. He beat the shit out of his baby's mother while the baby was there on the couch. The baby, I think, was like 4, 6, 8 months old, something like that. But if you haven't seen this video, when you're done watching this, go Google Zac Stacy, and you'll see the horrific beating that he put on this woman. I mean, he threw her into TVs, in the windows, walls, couch, everything. And he's a big dude. And he's an NFL football player. And she was like 5'5", 110 pounds, soaking wet type. You know, she was tiny, and he just manhandled her. And, you know, a lot of people always complain about our justice system, that if you have money, you can get out of it. And I hate to say it, but it's so true. It's like, you know, he did all this. He was originally charged with, let's see, what was it? Aggravated burglary, or battery, and criminal mischief was his charges. And he turned himself in, and then he ended up working out a plea deal. And once you all see the video, if you haven't seen it, once you see it, you're like, holy shit, this dude should do like 15 years, easy. All right, he took a plea deal and ended up getting 2 charges of misdemeanor criminal mischief, and he ended up getting 6 months in jail and 1 year probation. So that's just going to open up the can of worms of, he's rich, he's famous, he's a NFL football player, you know, stuff like that. But just watch that video if you have not seen it. Zac Stacy, go watch it. One that I just read about today, and this happened in May, and it was in Australia. That's probably why I didn't know about it, but it caught my eye. All right, there was this woman. She was 95 years old, and she lived in a nursing home, and she had dementia, and the cops were called to the nursing home because she was wielding a steak knife, you know. And again, she is 95 years old. So it's not like she's working out, she's doing steroids. She's going to be this big, aggressive, huge, just punch you in your face if you get anything around her type person. She's 95. I mean 95-year-old, you know, that can do jumping jacks and cartwheels and fight. It just don't happen. But evidently, the cops that went there was multiple cops, and one of the cops, a guy, said in his mind, wow, she's 95, she might beat me up, so I should use my stun gun on her. Well, he stunned her, and it killed her. It stopped her heart. She's 95. I don't know why you would have to use a stun gun on a 95-year-old. I just don't get it. I really don't. But, you know, so now the woman's family is suing for I think it was like 4 million or 8 million or something. I'm not even sure off the top of my head what it was, but you know, she is suing the South Wales, I guess, police department in Australia. So that's another one. And then we're going to talk about one for 1 minute about a case that has made everyone dry heave a little bit at some point in their time of seeing this. And if you didn't, you're not a human being. I don't even know why you're here. It was the Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell case, you know, when they was the JJ and Tolly, the kids that was missing and all that. Then they found the kids at Chad Daybell's property, burned and buried. But they ended up finding Lori. She was like, what was her name? The cult mom or something like that. But yeah, she was a real piece of work. She was found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder and a conspiracy to commit murder and 3 counts of conspiracy to commit murder because of JJ and Tolly, and evidently Chad Daybell's ex-wife. You know, she died mysteriously. His trial she was found guilty, you know, so she's getting life. She already said she wants a new trial. I don't care what you do. Don't care what judge you have or what lawyer you have. It's not happening. You might get a new trial, but you will be found guilty in that one too. I mean, you're a worthless human being you're being selfish by taking up other people's air by breathing, so you just need to stop. But Chad Daybell, his trial starts April 1st of 2024, and he's being charged in all this, plus his wife, his ex-wife that mysteriously died. So we'll see what happens out of that when that time comes. I'll keep you guys updated on all that kinds of stuff too. But this was just a little quick update of some cases that are kind of standing out and some things that I had seen that had just popped in my head. But again, go back, look up Zac Stacy. So all you gotta do is Google Zac Stacy, and everything's gonna pop up, his charges, and then you're gonna see the video. Click on that video, but I'm telling you, you're gonna get pissed off. But guys, either way, I'm not pissed off because I love you. And guys, I hope you all have a great freaking day today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you leave. You all have a kick-ass freaking day.